Alright, homie talk. Talk for the homies. Episode 3. This topic, we're going to talk about pretty much what it takes to be a Hall of Famer, because I saw an article yesterday about the 10 most undeserving players in the Hall of Fame, and players mentioned were Troy Aikman, Reggie Miller, Mitch Richmond, Joe Namath, who are considered all-time greats. So, Spot, we'll start off with you. What would your criteria be for a Hall of Fame player?
Okay, when it comes to the Hall of Fame, my criteria would be over your career in whatever sport it is. You have to be a top 3 player. You have to have made an impact on your team, like as far as maybe leading them to the playoffs or a Super Bowl, and what else? Like if you can set a record or break a record that was previously held for a long time, or one of those things, I think that'll help out, as far as your chance of joining the Hall of Fame. Just based on my criteria. So I think that's about it.
Okay. My criteria would pretty much fit yours.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a top 3 player, you made an impact on the league.
Yeah.
If you're a top 3 player, you might probably made an impact on your franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think certain records, I wouldn't really consider it, mainly because of how the leagues change.
That's true.
It's records are going to be broken now. It seems like every year, because both the two most popular sports, NFL and NBA, have a lot of scoring now and make it so that you score a lot. So there's probably going to be a lot of records broken, but that's pretty much. I wouldn't differ from you at all. The only thing and you did mention championships. I don't feel what you said. Kind of championships, but I don't think championships are necessary. If you're a bum team and you're a consistent playoff team, then I would consider that making the impact. If you never bring the franchise a championship, oh well. Sometimes it's a team thing. It's not a player thing. But go ahead, Lloyd.
I had to agree. Make the impact on the team. Top 3, I would say top 5 at your position. And have the stats to also back up you getting into the Hall of Fame. Because there's players like Troy Aikman and Joe Namath that have championships, reason why they are in the Hall of Fame, but don't have the stats to back it up. Namath has more interceptions than touchdowns, and Troy Aikman hasn't passed for more than 3,400 yards or more than 20 touchdowns consecutively or in any season.
All right. So, who would you say is a player, just off the top of your head, who you think absolutely deserves to get into the Hall of Fame that you think might not get in or might barely get in?
I think Curtis Martin might be a player that won't get in.
Well, he's in.
Oh, he's in now?
Yeah.
Okay, when did he get in?
2 years ago, I think.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Man, that boy Curtis Martin.
Okay.
That's that jet. That's that jet. That's that jet.
Who else? I can't really think of one off top right now.
Okay.
I'll leave that good.
Okay. One player I think won't get in or might barely get in that should get in is Kurt Warner.
I think he'll get in.
I don't know. I'm not 100%. It's that iffy thing because he has that Gale Sayers syndrome, like where he was great for a very short period of time, but he took 2 teams to Super Bowls. And that's rarely done.
And set a record at every Super Bowl he's played in.
Yeah. So, but and Larry Fitzgerald hasn't been anything without him. And then and somebody who is going to get in, who I don't think should get in, is Steve Nash. He has the 2 MVPs. He was great his first 2 years with the Suns. They had a great team when he was there. I think he was, outside of those 4 years with the Suns, he was a pretty average to below average point guard.
I think Jimmy Smith won't get in, primarily because
He's on drugs.
Well, that he's on house arrest. How is he even gonna get to Canton? And somebody who will get in, but I don't think deserves to get in. I don't know. It's kind of bothersome to me. I think Antonio Gates will get in, but I don't think he should because of the fact that how the rules have changed for offensive players. I feel like, especially for a lot of offensive players nowadays, their stats are really inflated because of everything negative that's been thrown on the defense. I think he is somebody. I think he's somebody
I think
that
you got to put him in, man.
Yo, that dude was undrafted. He was the best tight end in the league for like
Would
5
you
years.
put Rod Smith in?
Rod Smith?
No, because he wasn't the best wide. He was never the best wide receiver in the league. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was undrafted and he was the best tight end in the league.
Yeah.
For like 5 years.
But we also said make an impact on your franchise, and what's his name? Rod Smith is statistically the best receiver in Broncos
That's because
history.
he was there for 30 years, and he had John Elway throwing it to him. John Elway was the impact, not Rod Smith.
Yeah, if you look at the past tight ends that played the game, Tony Gonzalez, he had a basketball background. Antonio Gates, he got the basketball background, and he went undrafted, like we said, and you start to see that trend. Like, they go for the bigger tight ends who's athletic, who's maybe played or had a basketball career in college. So I think he deserves to be in.
I think Gronkowski would get in, and I don't think he should. I think he's only good because he's big.
Nah.
Because it would be this.
Why are we talking about tight ends? Like, there's no other position.
I don't know, man. I think if Gronk continues playing at this high
And he
level,
injury prone too.
God.
He gonna get hurt in 3 days.
So if that's the case, when it's all said and done with Jimmy Graham, should he get in as well?
We still talking about tight ends.
Yo, because that's a position that kind of exploded over the last few years,
true, yeah.
where it's kind of like, are they really Hall of Famers, or are they good because of the rule changes?
That's what I'm saying, because if there are no rule changes where you can't touch a player after 5 yards, where the middle of the field is wide open for a tight end to go up the seam and do whatever, do you really think the tight end position is really...
Well, that's how the league works now.
Yeah.
Anyways, appreciate the love. Homie Talk for the homies. Let us know what you think on the YouTube channel, our Facebook page, and as well as our Twitter account. All right, thanks.